Hi, everybody. It's Heather Vickery. Welcome to this week's live show and episode of Brave in Action. For those of you who are new, welcome. It's such a treat and joy to meet you. My name is Heather. I am a success and leadership coach. I'm the creator of the Brave Method, which is a creative, strategic approach to dreaming, designing, building, and actually having a life. And if you want, a business that you are completely fucking madly in love with. I am the author of the best-selling book, Fuck Fearless, Making the Brave Leap, which you can see right over here over my shoulder, and the executive producer and host of the Brave Files podcast and co-host of Was It Chance podcast. So every single Wednesday, unless I'm on vacation or I'm really sick, I come on at 1:30 p.m. Central and I share one thought, one way that you can step up into your own everyday bravery. So let's just talk for a second about what that means. What I mean when I say the word brave, when I urge you all to be brave over fearless. And the first thing we need to know is that there is no bravery without fear. We feel fear, folks. We experience it. Sometimes it's saved our lives, right? It can guide us in so many ways. And sometimes it holds us back and it keeps us small. But it is only through fear that we can experience bravery. And that's why I don't like the word fearlessness, because fearlessness is so, it lacks thought, it lacks intention. Bravery, on the other hand, really needs to have thought and intention in order to be successful, right? And today's topic is such an interesting one for that, given the space that I'm in today. Today's topic is you deserve a cookie or a nap or both. We're talking about rewards, and we're talking about rewarding yourself for showing the fuck up in your life, in your business, in your community. And I want to just go on record and say right now for everyone that today is a difficult day for me. I am having a difficult emotional day, mentally and emotionally. I have cleared the deck in a lot of ways. There are only a couple of things that I am committing to today, y'all being one of them. Uh, I had a full schedule, but I decided that showing up for myself today was limiting my work to the things that I felt most called to and aligned to, which is always connecting with you all, and rescheduling, moving around, being creative with everything else. And I want you all to know that sometimes the best way to show up is to show out and be like, look, I got to go. I can't today, because no one knows you better than you, right? No one no one knows what you need better than you know what you need. And it's really, really important. And that's why, as part of the Brave Method, that's why we talk about daily reassessment, practicing those 3 R's on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual level, but daily, right? Let's talk about daily. Why do we do that? Well, we do that because if you don't check in with yourself, assess and reassess, where are you on this day, at this moment, you may miss some things that are really important. How are you feeling physically, mentally, emotionally? What's showing up for you? Now, I recognize that not everybody has the capacity, ability to just clear the decks on their schedule. I'm super, super blessed and lucky. I don't use the word blessed very often. I've worked my ass off for it, but also it's a privilege, and I know that. I know that being able to own my own business, run my own schedule, make changes when I need to is an absolute privilege, even if it's one that I've worked hard to build for myself, because lots of people don't have access to that. So I want to acknowledge that and be really honest about it. That said, what are the ways that you can show up for yourself if you can't do something like that? Or, when you learn something new, when you ask a question, when you trust somebody, when you try something, when you say yes, when you say no, so many ways to show up for yourself. And one of the things that I love most about showing up for yourself is implementing a reward system. And that's what today's topic is. You deserve a cookie or a nap, or maybe both, or maybe it's a walk or a run or a load of laundry or whatever it is. I am such a big fan of the reward system. Look, y'all, we like to feel good. We want to be motivated. We want to be inspired. But sometimes we've got to do shit that we don't want to do. We've got to push through and show up. And I'm not a hustle mentality kind of person, but there's just sometimes where you've got to do it. You got to push through it. So find a reward at the end. Build in a reward system. If it's a big project and you are maybe a procrastinator, which is, I am. I've reframed that to say that I do my best work at the last minute. I've reframed that to actually schedule my work for close to my deadlines for simply that reason. Because it made me feel really bad to be a procrastinator, but it makes, if I have ambivalent feelings about knowing I do my best work at the last minute and scheduling it accordingly, right? That doesn't bother me. It feels empowering. So I'm going to finish this project and I'm going to have X reward. You do big things, we do big rewards. I think a lot of people do big rewards. I'm going to hit this certain sales number and I'm going to go on vacation. Those are awesome. I support that. But I also want you to build in regular rewards, daily rewards. Whether it's a piece of chocolate or a glass of champagne, or I'm going to go for a walk or a run or a workout, or I'm going to set some time aside to read. You can even put rewards in your schedule, like every couple of hours. I'm going to do some focused work on this one thing for an hour or 2 hours. And when I'm done, I'm going to get up, I'm going to stretch, maybe I'm going to have a meal, take a walk, whatever it's going to be, pull a tarot card. I don't know, whatever feels like a reward to you gets to count. No one gets to tell you what a reward is. And so, you get a reward when you show up for yourself. You deserve it. You've earned it. You have the right to it. What I see so many of my clients doing is not rewarding themselves, not building in time to celebrate and express gratitude. That's what a reward is. A reward is celebration and gratitude for showing up for yourself, for doing the things. And that's a powerful, powerful thing. It's a powerful tool to harness, that you get to do that and honor yourself. And sometimes a reward looks like a celebration. Maybe it's posting it and shouting it to the rooftops on social media, or telling your best friend, or going out for cocktails or a cup of coffee or tea with somebody that you really care about and expressing your joy with them. It can be anything. But what I want to make sure you walk away from here today doing, knowing, is that you have the right to celebrate yourself and to build in a regular reward system. But you can't really do that if you're not paying attention, if you're not tuned in to how you're feeling each day, what you have on the docket, what's the schedule look like, how much is going to be needed from you in that day, what things are going to be hard, where do you want to build in rewards. Getting really thoughtful and intentional about all of those things will absolutely change your game. So not only can you build in rewards when you do that, it also builds in a checks and balance system. It helps you identify where you need boundaries, where you maybe want to delegate. These are all Brave Method things, right? Action and accountability, where you need to be really honest with somebody about something, or maybe yourself, where do you want to build in forgiveness. All of that comes from that reassessment piece and from showing up for yourself. So by simply taking the time to recognize where you may want to build in rewards and what those rewards might be, you're going to have this domino effect of all of these other things that are their vibrations are going to raise, right? And they're going to be really impactful for you. And then if you're continuing that reassessment piece and really looking at what's happening, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, where you feel aligned, where you don't feel aligned, you're going to see what happens when those dominoes fall, right? When we don't consistently pay attention, we miss the opportunity to see where and how we've grown. We miss future opportunities to celebrate and express gratitude. And I don't want any of you to miss any of those opportunities. So because I'm not feeling my best today, I'm not going to go on much longer than that. And I know my energy level is low. So for those of you who are here, thank you. It means so much. But I am going to pull a Create Brave card. So for those of you who are not familiar, I created this deck of manifestation cards with my good friend, Rachel Swanson. She is a creativity coach, and I'm the Brave Method coach. And it's like having two coaches in your pocket. So if you like affirmation cards, manifestation cards, tarot, although these are not tarot, they're just designed to help you think strategically and creatively about what's happening in your life, what's showing up, how you might want to move, help you think of something in a unique way. So there are 48 cards. They are beautiful. I'm going to show you in a second. It comes with the workbook, not a workbook, a guidebook that has the focus word, the affirmation, coaching guidance, and then we call it a create brave prompts. And then you can go and get in action and do. So if you do not already have a deck of these cards and you would like them, DM me or message me. DM me or go to vickeryandco.com/social. Sorry, my brain is fuzzy today. And you can get the link to buy them. But the cards are so lovely, aren't they? Can you guys see them? Gosh, they're so lovely. Rachel did all of the artwork, and she deserves just the most spectacular praise for doing that. So when I'm shuffling cards, I have a whole lot of tarot cards and affirmation cards and all sorts of things. And there it is. I wait for the card that is meant for me. And actually there are two, so we'll share both of them to jump out. It's almost like the universe says, this is the one. This is the one you need. Right? So two of them sort of just popped out into my hand. So what did we get today? We got resilience and we got play. I'm going to show them all to you a little bit closer. We've got resilience and we've got play. And they're so beautiful. And they are for me. So I pull these cards for myself on Wednesdays to see sort of what shows up for me, but I pull them for you all also. How does it make you feel when you get these cards? What resonates with you? What shows up for you? Because that's something that the universe is telling you to pay attention to. And so resilience, I continue to show up even when things are hard. And play, I infuse fun and joy into my daily routine. How magnificent to see these two cards show up together. I continue to show up even when things are hard. I infuse fun and joy into my daily routine. You can infuse fun and joy into things that are hard, and it makes them less hard. It makes them more pleasurable. It's a reward right in and of itself. How incredible is that? I'm going to just open the card, the book, guidebook, the words, you guys, the words. Are struggling with the words today. Somebody with a defined throat center. Oh my goodness. Resilience. Here's the coaching prompt for that, coaching guidance. Resilience is about showing up over and over again despite previous struggles or failures. It's about not giving up. You grow strength when you try something new and risk failure. Doing something despite not knowing the outcome helps build adaptability, and so does getting back up with a new plan and trying again. When you choose to reframe your thoughts or a situation, ask for what you want, and set and keep boundaries, you build the flexibility you need to approach each new situation. You're likely much more adaptable than you think you are. Look for the evidence of this and lean into it. Remember that flexibility, self-care, and self-compassion are all signs of resilience. Acknowledging your need for love and support from others and asking for it are part of what builds your strength and endurance. Celebrate your perseverance and keep going. Oh, I love that. And the prompt, the Create Brave prompt is resilience comes from figuring out what you need and pursuing it even when it's hard. How often do you reinvent, recreate, and show up again? Honor this strength by scheduling time to care for yourself. It's a reward, right? Gosh, isn't it amazing? I'm always amazed every week when I come in and do this. And the card I pull is so perfectly aligned with the message for the day. I love it. Let's find play and read that. Here it is. I infuse fun and joy into my daily routine. Being playful feeds our spirit and releases stress. Make fun and joy part of your daily routine. This can be through physical play, emotional play, mental play, or all three. Discover what lights you up and takes a weight off your shoulders. Take the hard things and gamify them. How can you make them feel less personal and more fun? Turn daily personal or professional chores into games to break up the monotony. Work tasks can also turn into play with creative problem solving. Physical movement while brainstorming lets ideas flow. Play with words in a journal. Take brain breaks throughout the day and play a quick analog game. Implement your own daily reassess and play outside. Those are rewards. Build in rewards. You get rewards for like just fucking showing up in life, folks. You get rewards. You earn them. You have the right for them. When you show up, then you have an innate, inalienable right to celebrate and reward yourself. So the prompt here is give yourself space today to have fun, model molding clay, draw silly sketches on sticky notes, play a game with a friend, or participate in a friendly competition. Give yourself permission to think outside the box and embrace joy. These are perfect. What a beautiful way to end today's session. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I would love to hear what y'all think. You can send me a message and you can DM me. The best way to do that probably is through Instagram. I am at Vickery & Co. on Instagram, and I will respond to you. But you can also email me at heather@vickeryandco.com. And if you don't already get my weekly newsletter, make sure you're signed up because I'm sending on Thursdays, I am sending Brave Affirmations. We've been doing this now for about a month, and the response has been fantastic. People are loving it. So it's a brave affirmation that you can chant for the week, why you might want to embody it, and how it can sit there for you. And I just am so enjoying it. So go to vickeryandco.com/social to make sure you're signed up for the newsletter so you can get those brave affirmation prompts every single Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's an honor, and I'm so glad that we could take this time for one another and celebrate one another. So between now and the next time I see you, this is Heather Vickery reminding you today and every single day to go out and choose bravely. Bye, y'all.